Welcome to part 3 of the Accounting 325 introductory videos. In this video, we're going to cover the basic logistics of the course. You may want to have a copy of the syllabus handy as we walk through this video.
Let's start with the requirements. There are 8 modules in this course, and each module aligns with 1 week. A traditional semester is about 15 weeks, so this course works at double speed. Be prepared to work hard and have few let-ups. Think of a module as starting on Monday and ending on Sunday each week. Each module contains a reading assignment, a video assignment, a homework assignment, and a quiz. Thus, you will have 8 of each of these. The suggested order is to read first, then watch the videos, then prepare the homework, and lastly, take the quiz. Homework will be due Wednesday of each week at 11:30 p.m. That's Pacific time. In fact, all the times are Pacific times. Homework solutions will be made available immediately after the due date. The quiz and any other assignments will always be due on Sunday at 11:30. You are always encouraged to complete your tasks in advance. However, I would not recommend taking the quiz until you have seen your homework results to identify any areas for improvement. As mentioned previously, all times are Pacific, so if you reside in a different time zone, be sure and adjust accordingly. Also, you will see that the system deadlines will always offer a short grace period, for example, until 11:35 or 11:40. That is to provide for a small amount of clock error. In your minds, continue to think of 11:30 as the deadlines. That way, if you need 5 minutes to get your internet connection back in service, you'll have it. The course also has 5 other assignments. These are due on various dates throughout the modules as shown on the table. For example, Assignment 1 is due during Module 2. There are 2 exams, one during Module 5 and the other in Module 8. The exams are timed. Although most of this course is largely asynchronous, the exams will only be available during a fixed time period. The times at which Midterm 1 and Midterm 2 open and close will be posted in Blackboard and on the schedule. Note that the final is scheduled for this particular semester over Labor Day holiday. I assure you this was not our idea, and no one asked us either. Exceptions to these times will only be granted under university policy, and you should expect to provide any necessary third-party support for the exceptions. As discussed during the learning materials video, that was part 2, homework is completed using the Connect system. Quizzes, exams, and most assignments will be completed using Blackboard. Your case is submitted using Turnitin. Since all of the homework, quizzes, and assignments are posted well ahead of time, and the window of time for which to complete those is generally adequate, there are no provisions for missed deadlines. However, the system will continue to accept late assignments, and I encourage the completion of all assignments, whether late or not. You will be subjected to a points penalty for submitting late work. Check the syllabus for penalty details.
Students often ask me, what should I do to get an A in this course? And I hate to admit it, that's a really difficult question to answer. Every student learns a little differently and favors some learning style over some others. And so there's no pat answer that applies to every student. But I'm an accountant by trade, and so I always go with the analytical approach, and that includes a list.
Number 1, get the easy points. Always do the homework and always complete it on time. In fact, just complete everything on time. The course is challenging, and 8 weeks is not a lot of time, but 8 weeks is also not a lot of time to devote to a single mission. Rome may not have been built in a day, but 8 weeks is plenty of time to finish all the work in this course. Don't miss the easy points. Use the homework as a warm-up quiz. Many students see the homework deadline looming and simply work to get those few points. See my previous point, but check the syllabus and you can derive how much of your grade each homework is worth. Instead of rushing to get the green check mark, and for those of you new to Connect, you'll see what I mean. Open up your text, take notes on the problems, Show your work on organized scratch paper so you have a trail as to how you worked out the problem. Try the homework problem on your own. If that doesn't work, crack open your book and use it as a reference and try again. Avoid the temptation to just keep plugging numbers into the box and praying for that green check. Getting the right answer in the homework but not understanding the solution is not getting you any closer to learning the material. You'll have to hope that your random number generator is as lucky on the quiz and exams. Number 3, use the quizzes as mini exams. Same rules apply to quizzes as homework. Look at the point contribution to your total grade from any particular quiz. Get those points, but make sure you work them out in an organized fashion and keep your notes. Number 4, time management. Enough said. Number 5, keep up with your work. See number 4. Number 6, prepare for your exams and quizzes as if they were closed book. There is a huge tendency for students in online courses to rely on open book, open notes to get them through the exams. I am telling you, you simply will not have adequate time if you use this approach. I strongly recommend manually preparing a 3-page and no more than 3-page cheat sheet for each of the exams. Not necessarily for the quizzes, maybe 1 page is enough for those. Pretend that this is a face-to-face course, and you will be required to take the exam in class with nothing but a pencil and your page or pages of cheat sheets. Experience has shown that students that prepare these sheets by hand, not using mechanical reproduction, as tempting as that is, will work faster and perform better on the online exams. Number 7, want to learn. I know that sounds silly, doesn't it? I think back to my K through 12 education, and you realize that for big parts of it, you are simply along for the ride. Treating your education like some rote exercise that you have to do should be in your rearview mirror. You don't have to get a college degree. You don't have to choose business as your major, but you did. And now you are taking courses that are directly associated with that goal. I'm not going to ask you to read and interpret Shakespeare. As interesting as that might be, those fundamentals are now out of the way. I can tell you after a career in the business world, I wished I'd paid more attention to all of my business courses, especially those outside of accounting. Once you get past your entry-level position and on to management, they will all play a role. Otherwise, we wouldn't make you take them as part of the program. I swear we wouldn't.
Lastly, because this is a 2-part course, it has 2 very different experiences. As I've mentioned, students are typically much more comfortable with the managerial accounting portion of this course. In addition, the pace of the tax portion almost feels like it will crush you. Just remember, it's only 4 weeks long, and then we actually introduce a brief respite in Module 5 when we start managerial. This is purposeful, and it's designed to permit time to prepare for the first midterm. Okay, that's the last of our introductory course videos. Your next step is to take the intro and syllabus quiz. Welcome to Accounting 325, and thanks for watching.